Hello, my name is Stephen Haverfield, and I'm with the Japan America Society of Georgia, and I'm here today with Nozomi Morgan. Um, Morgan-san, could you please start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what type of work you do?
Yes. Hi. Hi, Stephen. Hi, everyone. I am Nozomi Morgan. I am the CEO and founder of Michiki Morgan Worldwide. We are a intercultural leadership consulting firm. We do anything from coaching, training, and consulting to help global companies and leaders and teams to work better together. And whenever they have cultural conflict, we come in and help them to solve that.
Okay, and where did you grow up?
I was born in Japan, and then when I was 6 months old, my father had an assignment in the United States, so we moved as a family, and I started my life in Seattle, and we lived there until I was 8, and then we went back to Japan. And in Japan, I lived primarily in the Kanto region, so the suburbs of Tokyo. And so I lived in Kanagawa, and then I lived in Tokyo. And I did all my school years and education in Japan. And I worked in advertising in Tokyo. And when I was just turning about, in between, I've lived in Hong Kong and Germany and stuff. But just around the time when I was turning 30, I had this thought of, who am I? What is my future? And I decided to go to business school. Long story short, I decided to go to business school and came to the States for business school. And I'm still here.
And tell us a little bit about your family now, and any children, any pets, anything like that.
Yeah. So my family, that I would say my own family, is myself and my husband. His name is Trip, and we have a cat. And we do not have any human children. We just have a four-legged child who is now getting older. So it's funny to say child because he actually, as in cat years, he's human years, he's probably older than us now. But it's the three of us right now.
And what are your thoughts on the census, and why is the census important to you?
Yeah, so my thoughts on the census, it's one of those things that you don't, it doesn't happen every year. So I know for a lot of people, it doesn't seem like something, unlike elections, that seems that's important. But I do know, especially being a minority in this country, that it's really important that you're represented. And in order to do that, you really need to and this is a chance that you can proactively make sure that you are counted and that you are represented. So it's something that, especially since it doesn't happen that often, I think it's extremely important that you do it for yourself, but also you do it for your community and for your children, for your family, and for your future, generations to come. Because what happens now has an impact on what will happen in the future.
Fantastic. And you didn't count your cat, did you?
I believe there wasn't a question to count my cat. If I'm wrong, let me know.
Okay, thank you. And were you asked any private questions on the census, say about social security number or bank account information?
No, there was nothing that was private. Everything was really information. That is nothing that that we would concern your privacy.
Okay, and I guess the last question is, do you have any comments that you would like to give to the other Japanese citizens or residents out there about the census?
Yes, one thing I want to make sure that the Japanese community understands is that this is different from voting, which means it doesn't matter what visa status you are. It doesn't matter what citizenship or green cards or whatever if you're living here today, you need to make sure that you fill out the census. I think that's something that is important to know the distinction, and that you shape the world that we are living in. So make sure that you do, or the reality that we're living in. So please make sure that you do fill out the census. It's very easy, and it doesn't takes just really a few minutes. It doesn't even take a long time. So please, please, please make sure that you do the census.
Well, I'd like to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your time to talk with us today about the census. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's very exciting. I think it's really, it's my honor and to be here to represent, a voice, and which leads to the census, right? This is our opportunity to represent our voice, and letting the country know that we're here. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for doing this.